guys! So, if you don't know me, I'm Sierra, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual. I just wanted to be real with you guys and get something out there because I have people ask me about it every once in a while, and so I figured I would talk to you guys today about my Bell's palsy. So if you don't know what Bell's palsy is, it has to do with the 7th nerve, which travels back through here. They don't know exactly what brings it on or makes it happen. It's usually stress induced. I got mine when so let's go back a little bit. So I have twins. I have 2-year-old twins, and so I've been dealing with this for about 2 years because it came on right at the end of my pregnancy. It's actually the whole reason I went into the hospital. So at first I noticed that the right side of my face wasn't acting the way that it should. Like if I scrunched up my face, then my right side wouldn't do it as much and stuff. And obviously I was freaking out. I was 35 weeks and 5 days pregnant with my twins, which 38 weeks with twins is full term, so I was close, but 2 weeks would have made a huge difference if they would have stayed. So I was obviously freaked out, and I called my mom and I was like, this is what's happening. She's like, yeah, that's not normal. So we called the hospital and they're like, yeah, you should probably come in and get it checked out. So I went in and they checked everything out, and I had been having high blood pressure for a while, and my blood pressure was super high that night. So they wanted me to stay overnight to monitor it, and then they also wanted to like keep an eye on my face. So I stayed overnight, and that night at like 11 I actually just went into labor when I was in the hospital. Which is convenient for me, right? But my water broke and everything, so I ended up having my babies that night at 2:30 in the morning. So I had my babies on Monday night, and then Tuesday my actual doctor, because I went in the middle of the night and my doctor was not there. So my actual doctor came in and told me about Bell's palsy and said that's probably what it was, and that my case wasn't super pronounced or not super bad, I guess. So they decided against giving me steroids, which are supposed to help. And then by Wednesday afternoon, the right side of my face was completely paralyzed. So I'll show a picture right now because it was pretty bad. I just remember I had like a complete breakdown, as anyone should, right? Like, I already had all of the pregnancy hormones and all, like I just had given birth, and now my face didn't work the way it was supposed to, and I had like a complete breakdown, and it was hard. I just remember like my whole side of my face was completely paralyzed, and like I couldn't open my lips, like I couldn't open my mouth all the way, and I couldn't talk. Like I could talk obviously, but it didn't sound right because my mouth wasn't opening the way it should. And I just remember it was hard, and I would like try and call my nurse through the little thing attached to your bed, and she couldn't understand what I was trying to say, and it was rough. I remember going in for my 2-week appointment, and my doctor told me that by my 6-week appointment I should be able to smile again, and I shouldn't worry about it because most cases only last about 8 weeks, and so I will be fine. And so I held on to that, and I was really hopeful. And then 6 weeks came around and I went in and there was no change. And so at that point he was like, okay, I don't want to freak you out, but this isn't really normal, so I'm gonna send you to a neurologist. So I went into a neurologist and they did a couple little tests, like nothing crazy, and then they wanted me to get an MRI, so I went and I had an MRI, and then they never called me back, or I guess it was fine because I never heard how the MRI went. I don't know. But here we are, like my kids just turned 2, and it's obviously healed a lot, which I'm super grateful for. Most people don't even notice, which is fine. I'm really the only person that notices anymore, but it's still rough. Like, I'm sure you guys can imagine. Like, you're so used to one thing and then all of a sudden it's not working. And I do fine most days, but I have had like 3 friends that I know, like close friends, that have gotten Bell's palsy and healed completely within like 6 to 8 weeks. And so I feel like that's been even harder for me, because before I ever had it, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know like anything about it. And then I didn't know anyone that even had ever had it, right? And then after I have it, I get 3 friends that get it and heal all within the normal time frame. And so obviously it makes me frustrated sometimes, but I have to look on the bright side because my face has healed. Obviously not fully or as much as I would have hoped, but it has. So I have to be grateful for that, and that it's healed to the point where most people don't even notice, and it's mostly just me. I have tried things to help. I remember people telling me like massage it all the time, then it will heal faster, and so I tried that. I've recently been trying acupuncture, and I feel like that has helped a little to like loosen the muscles, but it hasn't healed it all the way. I am just grateful that if anything had happened, that it happened to me, and that my babies are happy and healthy, and they are 2 years old and driving me crazy as they should. Because if anything, I would rather me be going through something than them. So I'm just grateful that it's healed as much as it has. It could be way worse, and I'm glad that if this is like, I can honestly say this is like one of the hardest trials in my life, but I'm glad because there are way worse things that could happen. So I'm grateful. I just want to give a huge thank you to my husband for always being there to help me and to cheer me up when needed, and for always telling me that he doesn't even notice it anymore. Thank goodness for waterproof makeup, right? Cry-proof makeup. Anyway, that's my story. Hopefully I didn't bore you. I have had people ask me about it, so I just wanted to give my side of everything and my story, and hopefully if there's anyone out there that is in the same situation, that you can at least have some hope. I really appreciate all of you guys for being willing to listen to me and for watching my videos, and I'm still very grateful. Yeah, you guys are the best, and I will see you in my next video.